Hey beauties, welcome back to my channel. Today we are testing nearly a full face of new products, including my Sephora haul and some other holiday launches. This is the final makeup look. It's a very smoky, sparkly holiday glam. So let's get into it. I am so excited to put this new Patrick Ta Major Dimension Eye Illusion Eyeshadow Duo to the test. This is shade Always on Your Mind. Picked this up during the Sephora savings event. These are so sparkly and gorgeous. It's a cooler undertone, which I love, and I feel like this is going to be perfect for holiday party makeup. So I'm treating today as a bit of a test run. I primed my eyelids already, and I'm going to start with the Hourglass Curator eyeshadow palette in the shade Realist, just so we can put something kind of neutral and matte down in the crease. So with the fluffy brush, I'm picking up this top corner right here, just so we have a little something there before we go in with all of the sparkle. And of course, I'm using a Sephora 26 fluffy brush. This is one of my all-time favorite makeup brushes. I have so many of these and I constantly use them, basically anytime I do my eyeshadow. I don't know about you guys, but I definitely did more damage than I had anticipated at the Sephora savings event this year. So I'm pretty much done for the year. I think that will most likely be my last beauty haul of 2025. But I picked up some really great stuff, so no regrets. Most everything was already on my wish list for a long time. I may go in with fingers, but for now I'm just going to pick up a brush. This is a Makeup by Mario E5. It's pretty small, and I'm going into the lighter top sparkle first. Let's see, I feel like this might work, and I'm going to pat this on the inner lid. Oh, it's so sparkly. I love it. I'm curious how the savings event went for all of you. Did you purchase everything that was on your wish list that you had in your shopping cart? Did you practice restraint? Are you waiting to shop until closer to the holidays? Did you pick up gifts for people? Let me know. After I posted my haul last week, I actually spent the rest of the weekend taking care of my poor husband who came down with the flu. He was so sick all weekend. He was traveling for work earlier in the week, and you know how it is when you're traveling in and out of airports, you're not getting a lot of sleep, you're in the hotel. It's so easy to catch a bug, and he was in such a bad way all weekend. So it kind of rained on our Halloween plans. I still managed to throw up a couple decorations. I kept the light on. I bought all of the good candy just in case we had trick-or-treaters, and we did have some. A few kids came to the door and they looked so cute in their costumes. So it wasn't a total bust, but we definitely didn't do anything big. We didn't dress up. I didn't even throw on my witch hat like I have the last few years. And on Sunday, I took down the few decorations that I did throw up to begin with. So we have already reset Halloween, and we're just going to try again next year. I quickly wiped the brush. Now we're going into the deeper bottom shade, and this is going on the outer half of the lid. And so far, I don't have a ton of fallout. There definitely are some sparkle glitter flecks, which is why we're doing eyes first, but it's not that bad. Considering we're using a brush and not fingers and I didn't wet anything. It's kind of a gunmetal gray, kind of like a slate charcoal. I don't really know what you would call this color. It's beautiful though. I really, really love it. This just adds a little depth to the shimmer. Hopefully all of you who celebrated had a much better Halloween than we did. The silver lining is now we have a little extra Halloween candy, so I've been snacking on that for the last few days. And thankfully my husband is feeling much better. Somehow I managed to make it out unscathed. I feel like I need to knock on wood. I haven't had any sort of sniffles myself, and he's no longer contagious since he's on the mend, and I am incredibly thankful and grateful. And as soon as he's 100% better, I'm just gonna Lysol the entire house. We are definitely looking sparkly. I'm just going back with the lighter shade on my finger just to kick it up a notch, see if this makes a difference. Oh, so pretty. I absolutely love these duos. They're so much fun to play around with. You get a ton of sparkle, lots of glitter. They're fun, they're festive, great for holiday makeup. I think any of the shades, you can't really go wrong. But they're not overwhelming since you get a light, a dark, or in some of the little duos, it's more of maybe a pop of color. I don't necessarily want to go in with black, but I do want to add just a little deeper shadow to the upper lash line. So I happen to pull out this other Hourglass palette. This is the Curator Minimalist palette. You just need a really dark matte eyeshadow, something that can be a dark chocolatey brown. Don't really want to go gray or black, so let's stick with this one. It's still a cooler toned espresso. I want to stick to the brown family, and this actually probably ties in the light brown we have in the crease a bit better anyhow, so this is perfect. There we go. And I'm just smudging this along the top lash line, concentrating on the outer half of the lash line. I'm not taking this all the way in. Ooh, very pretty. Of course, the sparkle is the star of the show, but I love these Hourglass palettes. I mean, the quality is so good. I like that both of them are so user-friendly. You don't get an overwhelming amount of eyeshadows and everything is just wearable, usable. It is hard to believe that Halloween is now over. I was looking forward to it. Even though we didn't prepare this year and I knew if we did anything it was going to be last minute, the fact that it's gone and we are now a few days into November is just mind-boggling. I haven't started putting out our holiday decorations just yet. I said November 1st was going to be the day because I'm waiting on a few extra things. We had to get the rug cleaned. It has some pretty gnarly pet stains on it. It seems sort of silly to put up a beautiful Christmas tree and get all of our beautiful decorations out, and then we have this gross stained carpet underneath or rug. So I had somebody come pick it up today. It's gonna take about a week, and then once our clean rug is delivered, then I'm going to pull out the Christmas tree and all of the decorations and start putting everything up. Very carefully, I'm going back with a blank fluffy brush and I'm just sort of melting the crease together. I don't want any harsh lines with the sparkle and the light brown. I cleaned up the under eye so there's not as many sparkles. Of course it's glitter, so I still have a few flecks under there. They're not going anywhere. Anytime I do a bold eye look or sparkle, I feel like I need to have a full coverage base. I can't go in with a skin tint or anything too light and dewy, more natural, and then have this bold, really full glam eye look. So I'm going in with the Guerlain Paragold Skin Matte Foundation, but I'm going to pair it with this Sacheu Liquid Glow Stay and Longwear Liquid Glow. You could use this as a primer, you can mix it into your foundation. It's basically a liquid illuminator. I have not tried this yet. I just took it out of the box, and this is shade 01 Aura Glow. I want to see what this texture is like. Ooh. Clear, that's not a good sign. Okay, so let me give this a really good shake. I was gonna say, I want to see what the texture is like before I just apply it to the skin or mix it into a foundation. It looks pearly in the bottle. There's a little window on the side. Oh, you know what? Maybe the doe foot applicator is best. So it's kind of like the Makeup by Mario bronzer where it has a pump and it also has a doe foot. I'm going to start in the center of the face and blend out. I'm really concentrating this in the places that I want a little extra brightness, a little extra highlight. We'll use it as a primer today. No fragrance. I like the texture. It feels very thin. It doesn't feel oily or greasy, but there's a lot of slip to it and a little bit of a grip. So I think this is going to be a really nice primer. It's going to fill in everything and then just sort of hold on to the foundation. Leaves a very beautiful glow to the skin. So this is similar to any other liquid illuminator. And it's perfect because we're going in with a very matte, very full coverage, long-lasting foundation. I'm picking this up with my new Sephora Collection Pro Foundation 40 brush. I absolutely love the shape of this. So excited. It's so buttery soft. It's a really interesting shape. I kind of knew I was going to love it as soon as I took it out of the box, and I do. It's amazing. I think this is going to work for foundation, for concealer, cream bronzer, cream blush, kind of all of your cream products. And it's so fast. I love that. I had a singular clogged pore over here the other day, And of course, I tried to unclog it, immediately regretted my decision. So now I have a big blemish on my face. One sort of exciting, not so exciting update. If you've been following my home vlogs, you know that I have been trying my best to finish decorating our front room. I ordered a leather club chair from the brand Pomono about 3 months ago. It finally got delivered last Thursday. After 2.5 years of living in this house, part of me is just so desperate to have any room fully decorated that I am just willing to accept anything at this point. I like the chair, but it's not exactly what I ordered. And obviously there are so many bigger problems going on in the world, but if you've purchased furniture before in your life, you know that sometimes you have to wait a long time for it and it can be very expensive. It's frustrating when you think you've ordered one thing and then something totally different arrives, or it's not the same condition whatsoever. And this was an antique chair, so I was fully expecting that it was going to come weathered, it was going to look worn in, there would be scuffs on the leather. It was meant to be aged, and I liked that look. It was a secondhand chair. I did mention it to the delivery team whenever they dropped it off because I was so thrown and kind of taken it aback when they first brought it in. I was really excited to see it, and then they unboxed it, and I was like, oh, this doesn't look like the photos. Of course, I ordered it 3 months ago, so, maybe I'm getting in my head about it. At this point, it's been so long. I don't have a ton of energy to direct to this chair at this moment anyhow, so, whatever. And then today I received an email from the Pomono customer service team reaching out because somebody from the delivery team made a note that there was an issue with the order. And they included images from the original post, which I was really excited about. Once I ordered the chair, because it was meant to be one of one, the original listing disappeared, and in all of my emails, order confirmation, shipping confirmation, etc., there was no link to the original post where I could see the actual images. They were asking for more details. They wanted a description of why I was unhappy with the delivery, and they made sure to note that in the original chair description, it said there would be cracks in the leather, discoloration, it wasn't going to be a 100% perfect chair, which was completely acceptable to me. I made sure to look at all of the photos in detail before I placed my order. Furniture, it doesn't matter what it is. If you're ordering furniture, it always feels like such a big purchase, which is part of the reason why it's taken us so long to find furniture. It always feels like such a big deal, and I never want to pull the trigger. I'm never ready to purchase because every piece of furniture feels like a big deal. I'm going to pop up these images and you tell me, am I being crazy? Do I just need to let this one go and move on? Or would you also be a little bit upset? And maybe that's just part of the risk you take on when you order furniture from overseas that's in vintage condition. Based on the photos, I don't think the additional wear and tear came from shipping. It feels a bit like a bait and switch. I don't want to be negative. I did already respond to their email. I sent them the photos of the side-by-side damage. So now I'm just waiting to hear back, and we'll see what sort of resolution they can come up with. I have 2 new powders to test from my Sephora haul, and we are going to test them both. I'm going to start with this new Laura Mercier Secret Brightening Under Eye Setting Powder in the shade Soft Pink. I'm really excited about this. It's been so long since I've used this powder. Ooh. I'm going to use this to set the under eye, and then I'm going to go in with the Lawless around the rest of the face. I really hate to complain over petty stuff, and hopefully the problem will be resolved soon and there will be no issue. Like I said, mentally, I think I've already sort of accepted the chair as it is. I guess I'm just very new to ordering furniture and furnishing a house, and this feels like an adult house thing that we haven't really gone through before. And I certainly don't want to feel ripped off. I'm not letting it ruin my day or ruin my mood, but I am a little bit disappointed. And I guess it's just maybe, if nothing else, a lesson learned. If I am gonna do secondhand furniture, maybe just stick to Facebook Marketplace. Ooh. Ooh. That is so pretty. It is so finely milled. It is so matte. I love it. I love the fact that the soft pink isn't too pink. It is so nice, but holy cow, it is so, so finely milled, and I just got a nostril full of that powder. My nostrils are burning. Ooh. Maybe the fluffy brush wasn't the way to go. Any furniture advice would be appreciated. Do I need to just let it go? Should I follow up with them and see if they can come up with some sort of solution? There are ways that you can sort of gently restore the leather, condition it. I think they can sort of patch any of the major cracks. I don't want to incur any additional expenses because they sent me the wrong chair, so maybe if anything else, they'll cover the cost of the restoration. I don't know, we'll see. I'm not letting it ruin my holiday season. I am so excited to have that room finished and furnished, and once we get the clean rug back, I'm gonna throw up the Christmas tree and all of the beautiful decorations on the mantle, and we will just have our old-timey leather chair in the corner. Nobody will be allowed to sit on it. You can only look at it from afar. You can't get too close. No eagle eye inspections or else you'll see all of the rips. Okay, so now I'm going in with this Lawless powder, and I have this double-sided puff from Beauty Blender. I kind of love this. It's a sponge on one side and then a velour puff on the other. And ooh. Okay, so I'm gonna be very careful. I'm just gonna, oh, yeah, this one is pretty brightening as well. With the velour puff side, I'm trying to just set the rest of the makeup anywhere that was still a little bit shiny. Both powders are definitely brightening. I love the fact that they're both pale pink, but they still look like skin. Like, this did not ruin my makeup like other pink powders that I've tried. Everything looks completely set and matte, which I really enjoy. I don't think I need to do any baby bake. Usually when I'm doing my makeup, well, especially if I'm doing like a full glam makeup, I'll add a little additional powder right here, maybe a little bit under the eye, fill in my eyebrows, let the powder sit on the skin, and then buff it away. But I think these powders are so flat matte that I don't really want to add any additional powder. So I think right now they're looking pretty good. Now, I did just restock my Benefit Brow Detailer Pencil during the savings event, but I received these two products here from Make Beauty. This is the Infinite Brow Nano Pencil and Infinite Hold Sculpting Brow Gel. This brow gel feels really heavy. I know this pencil is really delicate because I accidentally turned it the wrong way and the product snapped in half. So you have to be very, very delicate with this pencil. So far, so good. I really like the color, even though the shade is warm brown. It actually looks a little bit more neutral to cool. It's not a super warm pencil. Now, if this brow gel works, this will be a game changer because this tube is huge. I love that you get so much product. So let's see what this brow gel is like. Ooh, super thick and waxy, and it is holding all of the hairs up. I really like the comb too. It's shorter on one side so you can flatten the hairs down. Between the two new brow products, the pencil is nice. I think I'm going to have more luck with this brow gel. With the Sephora Pro 18 brush, I'm picking up the original medium brown shade, and I'm going to buff this beneath the lower lash line. I could go in with the darker shade, but I'm trying to keep this as light as possible. I want it to be sparkly and dramatic, but not necessarily too smoky. And then I'm going to do a little liquid eyeliner on the top lash line and finish with mascara. I have to skip ahead to lips. Usually this is my very last step, but I have this Sacheu Lip Liner Peel Off Lip Liner. You've probably seen this on TikTok or social media. I've never tried these before. I have tried the Peel Off Lip Stains, and I really like them from Wonder Lip, I think is the name. But I've never tried this brand, and this is just meant to be the lip liner. They're vegan, cruelty-free, and it says you need to apply and then leave on 10 to 15 minutes. Oh, weird. It's very thick. Oh, I I'm messing it up already. You know what? It's a first impression. Hopefully it'll be okay. You have to trust the process. It's going to be hard for me to talk while this is drying, but I think it dries pretty quickly. I can feel it sort of tightening up. While the lip liner is staining my lips, I'm going to go ahead and open up my Hourglass Deer palette, add some color back to the face. I also picked up the brush, which I love because it's a little bit different from the previous holiday brushes that I've collected. Usually it's just their most popular double-sided brush, but this one has a little highlighter and then fluffy angled side. And I love the fact that you can just sort of mix and you can dip into all of the powders if you want to. So I'm just gonna mix these two blushes together. I don't feel like you have to just stick with one. I love the peach, I love the pink. These are my shades. They're soft pastels, so flattering. Same brush, we're picking up Diffused Bronze Light over here in the corner to add some bronze, add some warmth back to the skin. As much as I love this time of year and I love the holiday season, the end of the year is always my favorite part. But it is so dark outside. I just had to check something in the living room and it was a little after 6 o'clock, pitch black outside. I'm not used to it yet. I don't think I ever truly get used to it, honestly. It's the only thing I don't love about the holidays is how quickly it gets dark outside. At least it doesn't get super cold and it doesn't snow in South Florida, because I totally understand why some people in certain regions get seasonal depression, because even just having it be dark outside, it's like an energy zapper. I don't know why it affects me so much. There is a highlighter in the Hourglass palette, but this was sent to me complimentary. This is the new Patrick Ta. Well, I say new. This is the new formula of the Major Glow Cream and Powder highlighter in the shade Baby. I purchased 2 of these when they first launched. I was a little bit disappointed when they reformulated within a year and then relaunched them. On the one hand, I am glad that they fixed whatever needed to be fixed. I just feel sort of salty about the 2 that I purchased, but I have not tried this on the face yet. It's been sitting here and I've refused to try it out of pure spite, but today I'm gonna go ahead and give it a whirl just so we can try another new product. I also have this Patrick Ta brush. This is, oh, it says for highlighter, so I guess this is a highlighting brush. Makes sense that there's 2 sides, one for powder, one for cream. I'm assuming this is for the powder. So let's see. See, the Hourglass blush has a little sheen to it. Ooh. Last topic of the day, is anyone else as invested as I am in Dancing with the Stars this year? Oh my goodness. I have not watched that show and really watched and paid attention, like appointment television, in probably decades. I mean, it's been around for so long. I started at the beginning of the season. I've watched every episode and I love it. It's so entertaining. I love the stars. I love the pros this year. I was so sad to see Jen and Jan be sent home last week. I love Jan's personality. He's such a talented dancer, but he's so much fun. I love his dry sense of humor. You don't get the best sense of his personality in the packages they aired during Dancing with the Stars, but his online presence is amazing. And Jen, I think, is a sweetheart. Alex is doing so great. The very first night, I thought Robert Irwin is absolutely winning this entire competition. I love Whitney Carson. His partner is incredible. They're so talented. All of the dancers are so talented. All of the dancers are so entertaining this year. It's been so much fun to watch. I am a huge Whitney Levitt fan. I know she's been somewhat controversial, but she's so talented. Her dances are by far the most entertaining to watch. And I love Mark Ballas. I would love to see them in the final or maybe top 3. So pretty. I missed a little piece right here. It doesn't look super sharp. I don't think I did maybe the best job making it super sharp. And the other thing is I have so much peach fuzz right now around my lips. I probably need to go through and shave my face with a razor blade because all of this peach fuzz made it really hard to get a very crisp line. So lesson learned. It's rock and roll night tonight, and you better believe I will be watching. I think the judges have done an amazing job. I'm just thoroughly entertained. It's probably the only show that I'm really following closely at the moment. Oh, and Elaine, wow. Her Wicked performance was outstanding. Every week, she is killing it. The color's pretty. I will do better next time, lesson learned. I don't have time to go back and fill in this little gap right here, or else I would sort of fix that. I have this lip elixir in bunny tongue to apply on top. I don't know if this is going to be, oh gosh, I don't know if this is going to be enough, but let's see. That's okay. The concept is cute. My execution was maybe not the best. The makeup is done. Things are not looking that great, but we are in a salvageable place. I'm not panicking. I need to take a look in the big mirror and see what tweaks need to be adjusted. I think we just have a lot going on. There's a lot of new things between the lip being a little bit crazy, the very dramatic, smoky, sparkly eye, lots of highlighter on the face. I think the face and the lip on its own is fine, but paired with the eye is maybe too much. The eye and the face is fine, but maybe not with this lip. Makeup is all about balance after all. If you have a sparkly, smoky eye, you don't want a bold lip, you don't want a super shiny face. You kind of have to feature one or maybe two areas on the face and that's it. Everything else needs to be plain Jane. So I need to do a little balancing and figure out how to make this work. But it's not bad. I'm going to touch up my hair and then come back and we'll talk about all of these products. This is where we've landed. I'm stopping here. And overall, I'm really happy with the way this makeup turned out. There are always going to be some learning moments when you're trying so many new products at the same time. It doesn't always work out or come together the way you had envisioned, but I feel like this makeup is really beautiful. I'm going to wear this out because I have some errands to run and I can't afford to just wash my face and start from scratch. And I don't think I need to. I think overall it looks very full coverage, very full glam. We knew what it was when we first started this video since we're doing the sparkly eye. And I will definitely be using some of these products for holiday makeup looks. These are my star performers of the day. I had no doubts about this Hourglass palette. These are always beautiful every single year. I'm a huge fan of this Beauty Blender sponge puff combination. This is going to come in handy in the future. I really like the Laura Mercier powder. It's the perfect shade. It is incredibly matte. I'm also a big fan of the Lawless pressed powder. I think this is an incredible pressed version. I'm very happy with both of these. And the Patrick Ta eyeshadow. I mean, this is so stunning on the eye. It's so sparkly, it's so glam. It's smoky, but it's not too dark, and I cannot wait to wear this to all of my holiday parties and New Year's Eve this year. Gorgeous. I also really like this Make Beauty Infinite Hold Sculpting Brow Gel. This is amazing. First of all, it feels like a paperweight. I love the brush, and I love the waxy texture. You know what it reminds me of? It's a little bit of a mix between the Benefit 24-Hour Brow Gel and the Anastasia Brow Freeze, which before I swapped over to the Benefit, I was a huge fan of the Anastasia. I used that constantly. I went through a few of them. This is the perfect combination of the two. It feels a little bit pliable at first, like the wax. Once it dries, it's sort of stuck in place. Like I can touch them and they don't feel crispy crunchy, but they also don't feel like they're going anywhere. Like they are stuck to my face, which is exactly what I want. So I think this is an incredible brow gel. And then the Sacheu lip liner and lip gloss. The gloss is great on its own. The lip liner, I'm gonna have to play around with. I don't think it's one of those quick, easy, first time. You're not necessarily going to get it perfect the first time you use this product. Not something I'm gonna pull out of the drawer in a pinch when I'm rushing, but when I have a bit more time, when I really want that long-lasting lip liner effect, I think it's cool. If anyone is curious what I did throw on my lips to fix it, I went in with my Rouge Dior lip contour in 310 Beige Tulle. This is a nice kind of cool toned contour lip liner. And then I topped that off with this NARS Explicit lipstick in 828 Adulteress. I absolutely love this shade. It's so beautiful. It's the perfect nude. And then I needed something to lighten it up a bit. So I topped that off with the Lawless Love Shack Fancy Bloom Heirloom Lip Gloss. I love this. This has been my go-to lately. It's so beautiful. And that completes today's video. Thank you so much for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed seeing this makeup coming together and you liked hearing my thoughts. If you enjoyed the video, give it a thumbs up. Leave me your comments, questions down below. If you are tuning in to Dancing with the Stars tonight, let me know who your favorite is down below in the comments. We will keep the conversation going there. As always, I will be linking everything mentioned. Everything on my face will be tagged directly to the video and listed down below in the description box for your convenience. And for more videos like this, don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell.